Now, first exercise that I'd consider basic is the squat. And by basic, I mean just fundamental, so you need to learn it first. It's kind of like the first stepping stone to kind of learning things like barbell squats and all the other different squatting exercises that you might want to go on and learn and put into your programs. When saying basic, it does take a while to learn, so especially if you haven't squatted before. It's something that takes time, especially getting the range of motion in the ankles to allow you to squat deeper. That really does take time. So I'm just going to go over the basics, just squat into parallel, and then I might potentially add, if you want to try and squat to full depth, what that might look like. So when learning to squat, I definitely recommend sticking your hands out. All that's going to do, act as a counterbalance, especially if you haven't got the ankle mobility. So I talked about it in the squat mobility video. Obviously, when we've got a wall in front of our toes that we can't get over, it's going to shift our centre of gravity backwards and cause us to fall over. However, if I can stick my hands out, I can kind of negate this slightly. When it comes to squatting, you just want to make sure that your feet are in a position that's comfortable for you to kind of jump really high. So the best thing to do, so if I want to find out my squat position, watch this, ready? So running, then I'm going to jump. That's where I'd be. So that is where I'm most powerful. It's a bit like when someone pushes you to find out which foot you skateboard with. So, do you run and jump? Then, from here, what we're going to do is turn our toes out slightly, whatever's comfortable for you. You can work that out over time. We want to make sure that we're gripping the floor. So if my fingers and my feet are gripping the floor, I'm also going to twist the floor ever so slightly. You'll see my legs turn out. See that? And all that's going to do is allow my knees to be a lot more stable. So what I see is people come down, legs look like this, and then they come back up. Whereas if you twist, you activate the glutes, everything's a lot more stable, and as you come down, those knees come down nice and slowly in a controlled manner, and they're not shaky. So twist, create a little bit of torque. Those knees need to follow the outer toe, and then all it's a case of doing is hips and knees break at the same time. Try and keep that chest up, obviously, because when you go onto high bar squat and things like that, want to keep that chest up and go from there. So, coming down, 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 till you get to a point where you can't come down any deeper, and then back up and through. So it looks like something like this from the side. Down, down, down. Try and stay in extension. Try and imagine, so I've attached a string to your chest, and I'm pulling it up to the ceiling. So it's this here. So we're not here, we're there, we're maintaining that through the entire squat. Down. Notice how I came a little bit deeper there, and back and through. So that's the squat. Hope this helps. And go on to look at my squat mobility video and some other mobility exercises that I've posted, because then that will really help you to try and improve that depth and get more comfortable in that squat position.